1, go.
Hello guys, it's Tomy2009 and I am back again with another Tomy Thomas review. So last time we looked at my customs of Alfred, Croven, and Liz. But I got some new trains recently, and if you're wondering how I got these were actually some of my birthday presents. Today's the 5th, my birthday's on February 4th, so that's yesterday. So my birthday has passed, but if you're wondering how old I am now 18 years old. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that I would instantly turn an adult ever since I was born in 2002. Like, that's very crazy how a kid can turn to adult, like, in at least 18 years. So, some of you may have the same history, but I think it's kind of cool. So, the trains we have are James, Diesel, and Toby. So, let's start with James first. So, I wanted James ever since Christmas, but I didn't get him, sadly. Although I have gotten Thomas and Percy, I was just missing James. But I'm happy to finally have James. This Alfred here was made from a Trackmaster James. It's a totally different James. This James is Tomy on the bottom. Made in Thailand, 1994, but down here it says Ghislaine Thomas Limited 2002. So it's kind of interesting, although I'm wondering why that is. Probably because it's the same molding. And his face looks pretty good. I think that's sort of taking a look back at the classic Thomas of how they used to be before they were in the CGI Trackmaster engines, which I didn't take a pity of. And I added the white running board because they don't have that. And the back of the window is black. Same thing with the front of the tender. And I think he looks pretty good, and I'm happy to have him in the collection. Now, sadly, he doesn't have the lid to what's holding this battery from falling out. So it's basically the coal, like how Alfred has that, but it's on...
You can make one.
And he runs on a C battery, which I think is kind of interesting, since most engines run on double A's. And let's look at Devious Diesel. So, I think Diesel looks pretty good as well. I think I used to have him when I was little. Same thing with James here. And he says Brit Allcraft Thomas Limited 1997, 1996, and he's a Tomy engine made in Thailand. I made this Trackmaster Dodge using a Trackmaster Diesel. I should also mention that I'm in the process of making Splatter. I just need to add the second coat of gray and then paint him purple. But I think Diesel looks pretty good, and the face looks pretty nice. It's a very classic render of Diesel, which I think is pretty interesting. And James runs pretty well. And if you're wondering how Diesel sounds, this is sort of a pretty quiet motor. Like, that's a satisfying sound to listen to. It's the same thing that Duck has here. But nothing could be more quieter than the new Trackmaster 2 Thomas, which I have reviewed a long time ago, but I just like this one better. I mean, now that I think about it. And also another update, I have ordered a Trackmaster Thomas, or at least 2 of them, because I plan to make Timothy and Roger. John Lickville TV suggested I do Timothy and Roger, and so I thank him for that suggestion. And last but not least, we have Toby, the tram engine. So he looks pretty good too. And it says 2005 Ghislaine Thomas Limited. But on this part of the bottom it says Tomy 1996 made in Thailand. So these toys are like pretty old. And unfortunately Toby doesn't have a battery in him at the moment, but he runs on a C battery. Because the battery has a problem reacting to this part here, because that's what powers the train.
Maybe I have to put tinfoil on there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I thought of it this morning.
I also have this other idea to put a AA battery in him. I don't know what that would do.
We'll try tinfoil to make the connectors.
But I think he looks pretty good as well. The shade of brown is kind of interesting. The number 7 is just a sticker. And the face looks good. Like, I really love these faces. That's one thing I loved about these Tomy trains. These look pretty satisfying. And if some of you like Tomy, I recommend getting these. Even if you have these in your collection. Some of you might, but let me know. And if there are any other Tomy trains you want me to get, please tell me in the comments below. Now, there are 5 trains I did not get. Those being Bill, Ben, Ari, Bert, and Paxton. I still plan to get those, I just don't know when, but I asked for them for my birthday. But I am kind of happy to have James since I didn't get him for Christmas. So thanks for watching, and let me know which one of these Tomy trains is your favorite. Do you like James, Diesel, or Toby? And thanks for watching, and stay tuned for another review.